previous four. Joel
Induction from the post.
Except in this game, Embiid facing Clint Capella, the former Houston Rocket, for the first time in an Atlanta uniform. In fact, he's third in the NBA in that category.
Wow.
There's under 25. It's 14th in the NBA.
Over the taller defenders like we talked about. Say small conscience or little to no conscience either. Hope to catch him off guard from time to time. One or two possessions can make the difference. 43 minutes is 43 minutes.
I'm telling you. Collins, the first. Young, there he goes.
On your own, but it's a lot easier when you've got reinforcements, people alongside of you. He didn't.
Into the game for the first NBA team in 8 seasons. And he is a pretty good shooter. There's Joe for a 3, and
Max Young tried to get back into play.
Is he playing tonight?
It's a big body too, Mark, and we saw Embiid go after the ball wide open for Fernando.
6'10", 2 at a 46% clip. That's a career high. That's Young, obviously. Embiid off the maxi miss. And just to be clear, even though we originally thought it was a 3, Sixers have struggled from beyond in the first half, just 2 of 11. To do that with Young, he did it a jillion times with James Harden while with the Rockets, where he takes the feed.
Say those are low numbers.
Mathias, got to find the doubles. Got to make the right choice out of those double teams. They scrap Fernando, met by Embiid. 3 on the way from Reddish. In short bursts, hasn't played in more than a week and a half. Back for the first time. There's Mathias, and he.
When in Houston, all he had to do was just keep his hands up like that.
Well, and Sixers down 7.
Wow.
Wow, that's right. 18 points to pace Atlanta.
From Valdosta.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Embiid. Capella finding the miss.
4 Sixers there, and it comes to
3, and suddenly the Hawks, after that run, the first double shot. Play by Mathias. Stop Herter in his tracks. It's a lob for Capella. Sixers 4 of 17 for 8 in this contest. It's a lob for Reddish. Compliments of Herter. Only 9 in uniform tonight, including a fistful of rookies among them.
Try to out-jump every time the ball gets to the rim.
Embiid trying to get to the
here when he was Sixer assistant head coach, in charge of the defense. His first coaching job this season. Just up the road a piece from us in Brooklyn, Steve Nash.
Embiid taking a tumble. DeAndre Hunter. Trae Young, a blur off the floor. It'll be a goal.
Long ago, he played at Kentucky.
2 titles, 1 under Doc Rivers and Rajon Rondo.
What do you think is the situation? The problem is that
that shot nearly went in for Maxey. There's Hunter running the floor. She sells.
Oh man, yeah, it's definitely a 26-point game.
One of the things that adds to his draft value. And he's a Philly guy, so that always amounts to something, right?
It's a win-win.
All 12 of his points from beyond 23 feet 9 inches, and now all 5 Atlanta start.
Not facing up at 15 feet. That's a whole nother animal.
Good point. He was not. He was part of those. Don't underestimate the heart of the champion teams in Houston.
Dream. Clyde came over for the second of the 2 championships. Of course, let's not forget Kenny Smith. To him. And that stutter step, when he does it convincingly enough, it just kind of backs the defender.
Different story.
Well, and when you talk about the things that teams have to go through, you always say, well, everyone has to go through it so it evens out. So we don't know if some teams may get hit by it more than others. Yeah, we played up there, as I mentioned, college.
Wells Fargo Center. 7 o'clock tip on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Join us for the pregame an hour before that. New Orleans and Indiana. Isaiah, 21-year-old, coming out after a couple of years with the Razorbacks. Look at the pick and roll with Dwight, has been a rebounding machine. Tyus spending last year in the G League, the Texas legend.
Talent on that.
That was 7 years ago.
I know, crazy. It's just crazy.
Dwight Howard with more offensive rebounds and more total personal.
A singular focus, if you will, to just crash the boards and be a presence underneath the glass. Tomorrow's a new day.
Operation outscoring the Sixers by 19 in the second. Essentially, that's where the game was. History, the Sixers